Alexis Adams represents the South Brunswick Vikings on the JSZ All-Zone team. Adams was a great rebounder, hauling in double-digit boards in 8 different games. Averaging 12.6 points per game, Alexis is on her way to play Division I basketball at the University of Buffalo, who describe her as a gritty player that attacks every loose ball and rebound. Normally, first-year players don't make the cut for the top players in the state, but Destiny Adams of Manchester Township is no ordinary player. In 2018, the 6'3" freshman scored 466 points and averaged 9 rebounds a game. In a year where they were ranked in the top 20, Manchester also won the South Jersey Group 2 sectional title and made it to the Group 2 state semifinals thanks to Destiny's dominant play. She'll be a player to watch over the next 3 years. 6'1" Julia Cunningham had a tremendous senior season at Watchung Hills, averaging 17.6 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. Cunningham opened the year with 34 points against Bridgewater-Raritan and delivered back-to-back triple-doubles on the way to the North 2 Group 4 sectional finals. She's a complete player on the floor and off. An outstanding student, Julia is Ivy League bound, where she'll play Division I basketball at Princeton. Alexandra George truly appreciated her time on the floor during her senior season at Old Tappan. After suffering through 2 torn ACLs in her career, George returned for her senior season, averaging 10.3 points and 6.2 boards a game. Alexandra delivered one of the biggest moments of the state championship weekend with his hoop and foul against Ewing. Her free throw gave Old Tappan a 46-45 win and the Group 3 state championship. Camille Gray teamed up with Diamond Miller to deliver another sensational season for the Franklin Warriors. Signed with the LIU Brooklyn Blackbirds, her future college coach calls Camille one of the best defensive guards in the New York metropolitan area. Gray scored 12 points in the state finals win over Toms River North and was a huge spark in the Warriors' come-from-behind win in overtime over St. Rose to reach the Tournament of Champions finals. Mya Grimes of Ewing is a complete player. Rebounding, steals, points in the paint, she can do it all. Grimes averaged a double-double, 17.7 points and 12.4 rebounds a game. She had a 19.20 rebound effort against Allentown and a season-high 29 against Robbinsville. She helped Ewing win back-to-back sectional titles with her physical style of play. She'll bring that intensity to North Carolina, set to play Division I basketball at High Point University. East Brunswick's Nicole Johnson was the engine of the Bears. The point guard led the team in points and assists, but just as important was her leadership ability. Nicole was one of the top players in the Greater Middlesex Conference, reaching 1,000 career points in her senior season. Johnson is also an outstanding student, which helped her secure a scholarship to play in the Patriot League for Lafayette College. Secaucus girls basketball star Lindsey Mack began preparing for her senior season by traveling over an hour a couple of times a week to prepare with the Shore Conference's best, and playing against that competition helped elevate her game. Lindsey led Secaucus to their 3rd straight sectional title game, averaging 17 points a night. Lindsey will stay in-state to play Division I college basketball at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Opponents in the Greater Middlesex Conference know LaNiya Miller of Piscataway as a scoring machine. The senior, who averaged 18 points a game, doesn't just put points up. She steps up to the task when the game is on the line. Miller was named the GMC Tournament's MVP thanks to her 18-point performance at Rutgers in a win over Edison. LaNiya Miller is set to play college basketball on Long Island at Stony Brook University. Lola Mullaney teamed with Dara Mabry and Faith Masonis to give Manasquan the Big Three. Mullaney is a slasher who knows when to attack the rim and is an outstanding three-point shooter. Averaging 16 points a game, Lola took her game to another level during March, highlighted by a season-high 27 points in the state championship win over Newark Tech. Mullaney will be back with Faith Masonis to lead Manasquan's quest for a 6th straight state championship. From the opening tip of the season until the final buzzer, one thing you can count on week in and week out was seeing University High School in the top 20 girls rankings. 5'6" senior Teresa Ortiz was the offensive spark plug for the state champ Phoenix. Ortiz averaged over 15 points a game, highlighted by a career-high 39 against Bluefield. Teresa had 83 pointers and topped 200 in her 4 years at university. 5'10" point guard Danielle Robinson helped lead University to a 30-win season thanks to her ball distribution and dynamic scoring effort. Danielle averaged 15 points, 3 steals, and 7 assists this season and would bring a state championship back to the Newark school after an 18-point performance in the title game. She's a leader teammates can look to in crucial moments of the game and spectators can admire. One of the big headlines from this season was legendary Pascack Valley coach Jeff Jasper achieving his 1,000th career win. It's no surprise that in addition to all the victories, the Indians had 3 players sign national letters of intent to play college basketball. Toriana Tobasco is on her way to Maryland to play for Mount St. Mary's. And Petro has signed with Division I Holy Cross. Kelly brought size and versatility to the guard spot, averaging 7.5 points per game in her senior season. Brianna Wong, she was the team's 2nd leading scorer. The 1,000-point scorer is heading to New York to play for Pace University. This trio helped the Indians to an outstanding 28-3 season. Kylee Watson stands 6'4" and is one of the top-rated sophomores in the country. Watson averaged 18.6 points per game to lead Mainland to a 28-1 record and a Cape Atlantic League championship, the first in school history. Watson played for the USA Under-16 national team and has 2 more years of spectacular high school basketball ahead of her. Ryan Weesey knows her way around the basketball court. Allentown's all-time leading scorer has one of the best coaches in the game showing her the ropes. Her mother, Linda, who was a star at now Trenton Catholic Academy. Ryan is a great example of what a basketball player should be. A leader to her fellow underclassmen and the person you can count on late in the 4th quarter. Ryan is Allentown's all-time leading scorer with 1,732 points. She'll play Division I basketball at LIU Brooklyn next year. 5'11" Teresa Wolak represents Bridgewater-Raritan High. Wolak is signed to play D1 basketball at Ryder. Her future college coach calls Teresa a true grit player with a blue-collar mentality for the game. Wolak had a season high of 25 against Gill St. Bernard's and scored 1,000 career points, leading her team to a 19-8 season.